So here we have the Nissan Juke 1.6 Techna automatic on a 15 plate. I'm going to show you around the outside of the car first of all, and then we'll jump in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. As you'll see from the outside, it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows around the rear. Let's start off inside the boot and then we'll work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll notice we've got those lovely yellow accents on the back. That's a theme that's continued through to the inside of the car, which I'll show you in a moment. And we've got a 60/40 split folding rear seat. Although the boot looks to be a decent size, it's actually even bigger than it appears to be, as this tray will remove completely to give you a full boot or the ability to divide the boot up into 2 sections. Okay, so we're just going to continue our way back round to the front of the car, and then I'll jump in and run through some controls on the inside. You'll see the yellow is continued onto the door mirror, and then round the front, around the fog light and headlight areas as well. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way around, so let's jump in and run through some controls. Okay, just before I jump in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. I mentioned the yellow continuing on to the inside, and as you can see, it certainly does. You've got these full leather seats with yellow piping, and then the yellow accents on the inside as well, so through the dashboard, on the door card, and around the air vents. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard for this car, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, so we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we've got the rev counter, and the right hand side the speedometer. In the middle we've got some trip computer information, as well as it showing what gear we're currently in. With this being an automatic, we're in P for park. The fuel gauge and oil temperature gauges are included just above that, and the total miles for this car, which are 10,656. You'll see the 2 green symbols, one in either dial. So the one on the rev counter is for blind spot monitoring system. So this car will warn you when there's a car in your blind spot on either side of the vehicle, so that you don't indicate and then instantly pull into a collision. And on the right hand side we've got lane departure warning system. So the car is designed to warn you if you drift out of your lane, i.e. if you fell asleep at the wheel. So some really useful safety features there. If we back out to the steering wheel, on the right hand side we've got cruise control and speed limiter here, and on the left hand side stereo controls. These buttons will operate the trip computer and partially the stereo as well, but otherwise you've got stereo controls just here and the ability to answer and end phone calls just there. The phone itself is initially set up over in this central screen just here, so there's lots of things that happen on the screen, one of which is the radio. As you can see, this car's got DAB digital radio. It also has AM and FM radio as well. It has a CD player. You can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth, as well as making and receiving phone calls, obviously. And you've got USB and auxiliary input as well. Satellite navigation appears up on this screen, and then there's the camera. So if I pop the car into reverse, this car's got a 360 camera. So the image on the right hand side is the reversing camera. Image on the left hand side is the bird's eye view 360 camera. So essentially you can see everything that's going on around you. If I pop the car back in park a moment, it goes one stage beyond that with the camera. If we press the camera button, we then have a front facing camera and a bird's eye view, or a front facing camera and a front near side wheel camera. So really easy to park this car with all of those extra aids that it's got. Beneath that we've got climate control. So this side we can adjust the temperature, as you can see, and then with this dial the fan speed. Simply hit that button to turn the air conditioning on. It does one other thing as well, this screen, so it doubles up climate control and D mode, which is driver mode, and there's various different features that are available here. So normal, sport mode, it will tell you what's going on here, driver info, so G-force, and also your fuel economy record as well. So fantastic, loads of stuff to have a look at on this car. Underneath that we have a 12-volt charging socket, and then the USB and auxiliary plug-in just there, the fully automatic gearbox, and then all the way back just under the centre armrest we've got driver and passenger heated seats. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.